So today we're starting on our newest project, which is building an underground greenhouse for hopefully under $500. I don't really know if we're going to be able to keep it that low, but I'm hoping that we will. So why are we building an underground greenhouse? A few years ago I saw this video on YouTube and I just really liked the idea. We have another greenhouse here. It's our $400 greenhouse, and every time there was a storm, or earlier this year we had a microburst that was like 110-mile-an-hour winds. Every time there's some sort of storm or something, or a potential tornado, there's always some sort of damage control we have to do. So I thought by putting it underground, it might eliminate some of those issues. We're also hoping that in the winter we'll be able to grow vegetables for ourselves using the Earth's natural warming and cooling properties. To keep this project under $500, we're starting off with actually an old carport that we had on the property. It was here when we bought this house, and we have actually sold it and then bought it back again a couple times. It was on a pasture with a couple horses that we had. We actually moved them off of that area so we could build a building there, and we actually gave them a bigger pasture. So we didn't really have an additional use for the carport at this time, so we thought that that would be a really good base for this project. They are weather resistant. They're built out of materials that are supposed to be able to withstand a lot of moisture, rain, obviously. And the structure itself is basically the shape of a greenhouse, if you think about it. If you wanted to do the exact same thing, you could actually just go off and buy a carport. You can get them secondhand. I think we bought one for $400 once. Or you can get a brand new one at Menards or any other big box store for about $1,000. So the first thing we have to do is move that carport from the pasture where it is to the final location where we plan to put it into the ground. I just had to hold up this wire here, if I can get it, so we can put the backhoe underneath it. This is our internet wire. Because we live in such a rural area, we actually have to have this weird internet hookup just to get high-speed internet. We're gonna put a greenhouse in this.
I'll hold my hand in the greenhouse.
You're gonna hold your hand in the greenhouse? You wanna help us build the greenhouse?
I'll hold my hand.
Be no shade right now for the turkeys, I guess.
Well, yeah. Like 12 by 21. Something like that.
Always involved in every project, no matter what. So now that we have that top off, we're going to go ahead and put that material on the sides to actually make the sides of our structure. So that's going to be the side.
Yeah. We might be able to drag that by ourselves. We won't.
To dig the hole first.
No time. That's the only hole I already had made. Down there. Then we'd basically start here and go with the
Go clear stuff. 4-foot span.
These essentially 2 foot.
So once this entire project is complete, it's in the ground and we have a roof on it and sides on it, then we'll start to put the planters in. And what the planters will look like is like a U shape, and they'll obviously go around the interior perimeter of the structure. So it'll end up looking like a big sort of like horseshoe shape with a planter box down the middle, so that we have a small walking area, but we use the maximum amount of space possible for the raised beds. Judging by like that greenhouse over there though,
That one's okay, but
well, I
this
mean,
one should
we
be
were like,
better.
oh, this is a huge greenhouse, and then I started putting stuff in there, and it wasn't that big.
Well, we're gonna have planter boxes in this one. However,
Well, the problem with that one too is, yeah, we don't have anything on the bottom to keep the
Yeah,
grass from growing. So it feels like there's no room because there's all that grass in there right now. Are we putting this in and then putting the rock down, or putting the rock down and then putting this in? Are we putting rock on the side also?
Yeah, so we might actually put the rock. We might put some rock down as a base, and then put this in because we'll have to put rock beside this. We also need to look either if we go today or tomorrow at like a tar that'll seal this
Yeah.
from moisture.
That's not a problem to get, because we've gotten that before.
Yeah, that tar didn't go very far.
Yeah, but tar's up there on those chimney stacks. Now that we've put the sides on the carport, we've noticed that there's a lot of holes in them. Not a lot of holes, but enough that it could cause some moisture issues. So we are going to go ahead and put tar on it. It's like roofing tar, just to seal those cracks. So we got the roof off, we got the metal back on the sides, and we put the tar on it so it is completely sealed. We now have to actually dig the hole that we're going to put it in. You can go ahead and watch how we do that in the next video, which should be somewhere on the right side of your screen, and we'll see you over there.